Hey friend, welcome to Finding Life. My name is Brian Bell. I'm so glad you're here. It's Tuesday, February 21st, 2023. Week 4, day 2, live stream number 18, day number 52 of the new year. Let's know where we are. Let's know where we're going. And let's make today count. Good morning, Robert. So good to have you back on the stream, buddy. I missed you yesterday. Got Robert in the house. We are broadcasting. I'm recording these live every Monday through Friday at 6 a.m. And then planning to... There's Robert. Robert, got you added to the show, buddy. Feel free to join the show. Come in with me live. I would love to have you. I like to make this an interactive show. You can ask questions. You can leave comments. And we'll make this interactive. I may even add your questions and comments to the show. If you're catching this after the live recording, please feel free to leave me a comment. My goal is to live my life true to me and do everything I can to help you live your life true to you. Let me know how I can help. Leave me a comment, send me an email. You can set up a call with me. I'm here to do whatever I can to help you find life. Man, yesterday, I had just talked about, I recalculated, I spent like 16 hours on Saturday converting all my YouTube videos. I had 20 YouTube videos so far. Converting all 20 of those to podcast episodes. And then yesterday I was planning on going live at 6 and then having the episode go on the podcast at 7. Did not happen. I think what happened was the live videos take a while to process from YouTube. And so Saturday when I was converting all these, I was using this converter YouTube video to MP3 and it would not work yesterday after I went live. The live video, I guess it takes YouTube time to process it. And so I spent like an hour. I downloaded apps, I downloaded programs. I probably downloaded or tried at least 10 or 12 different converters and could not get any of them to work. Really frustrated. I was like, man, I just told everybody I was going to have the podcast go drop at 7 a.m. every day, and didn't happen. And so another example of if we're not trying enough new things, if we're not failing at something, then we're not trying enough new stuff, right? So anyway, that experience yesterday inspired me, or reminded me of a quote here by Thomas Edison. I'm going to show it. When you have exhausted all possibilities, remember this. You haven't. All right. When you have exhausted all possibilities, remember this. You haven't. All right. That's the quote for today. All right. Let's get into the word. I could have shared a little more stuff, but I'm just going to keep it right there. And we're going to get into the word. All right. The word. I had a fortune cookie the other day that reminded me. No, it wasn't a fortune cookie. What was it? I don't remember where it was. Oh, it was just a text. It was this text image that showed up randomly to my mom. I have no idea where it came from. I was out on my lunch break doing some shopping. Like, I don't remember where I was at, Home Depot or something, or a grocery store. And then I pulled my phone out. No, Trader Joe's. I was getting flowers for Bobby for Valentine's Day. That's what it was. Pull my phone out. I look at my phone. There's this text. It's waiting to be sent to my mom. And it's this text image that says the word is alive and active. It's sharper than any double-edged sword. And I'd never seen the quote pic before. Don't know where it came from, but it was like a text message waiting to be sent to my mom. And so I love stuff like that, of course. And so we'll say that today. The word is alive and active and sharper than any double-edged sword. One thing I like to say is the word is the light that guides the path through a dark and challenging world. All right. I'm going through the word. We're laying the foundation in the word this year. My plan is to show up here every Monday through Friday at 6 a.m. and go live. And we're laying the foundation with the word. I believe this is the foundation for life, the foundation for finding life. And then everything else is built on top of that. All the practical ways of finding life, self-discipline, taking ownership, taking control, attitude, perspective, mindset. And so I'm looking to help in any of those areas. So let me know how I can help you. We're reading along, and today we're going to pick up in Mark. All right. Then Jesus went out to the lakeshore again and taught the crowds that were coming to him. As he walked along, he saw Levi, son of Alphaeus, sitting at his tax collector's booth. "Follow me and be my disciple," Jesus said to him. So Levi got up and followed him. Later, Levi invited Jesus and his disciples to his home as dinner guests, along with many tax collectors and other disreputable sinners. There were many people of this kind among Jesus' followers, disreputable people, disreputable sinners. But when the teachers of religious law, who were Pharisees, saw him eating with tax collectors and other sinners, they asked his disciples, "Why does he eat with such scum?" When Jesus heard this, he told them, "Healthy people don't need a doctor. Sick people do. I have come to call not those who think they are righteous, but those who know they are sinners." I'm going to say that again. Jesus said, "I have come to call not those who think they are righteous, but those who know they are sinners." Once when John's disciples and the Pharisees were fasting, some people came to Jesus and asked, "Why don't your disciples fast like John's disciples and the Pharisees do?" Jesus replied, "Do wedding guests fast while celebrating with the groom? Of course not. They can't fast while the groom is with them, but someday the groom will be taken away from them, and then they will fast. Besides, who would patch old clothing with new cloth? For the new patch would shrink and rip away from the old cloth, leaving an even bigger tear than before. And no one puts new wine into old wineskins, for the wine would burst the wineskins, and the wine and the skins would both be lost. New wine calls for new wineskins." I'm going to leave a link down in the description today for a song that was written from that verse. On Sabbath day, as Jesus was walking through some grain fields, his disciples began breaking off heads of grain to eat. But the Pharisees said to Jesus, "Look, why are they breaking the law by harvesting grain on the Sabbath?" Jesus said to them, "Haven't you ever read in the scriptures what David did when he and his companions were hungry? He went into the house of God during the days when Abiathar was high priest, and broke the law by eating the sacred loaves of bread that only the priests were allowed to eat. He also gave some to his companions." Then Jesus said to them, "The Sabbath was made to meet the needs of people, and not people to meet the requirements of the Sabbath." Let me say that again. The Sabbath was made to meet the needs of people, and not people to meet the requirements of the Sabbath. So the Son of Man is Lord, even over the Sabbath. Jesus went into the synagogue again and noticed a man with a deformed hand. Since it was the Sabbath, Jesus' enemies watched him closely. If he healed the man's hand, they planned to accuse him of working on the Sabbath. Jesus said to the man, "Come and stand in front of everyone." Then he turned to his critics and asked, "Does the law permit good deeds on the Sabbath, or is it a day for doing evil? Is this a day to save life or destroy it?" But they wouldn't answer him. He looked around at them angrily and was deeply saddened by their hard hearts. Then he said to the man, "Hold out your hand." So the man held out his hand, and it was restored. At once the Pharisees went away and met with the supporters of Herod to plot how to kill Jesus. All right, even Jesus there, not living to the conformity of others, right? You know, one of the first books I read was on this journey was The Art of Nonconformity by Chris Guillebeau. And, it's talking about we don't have to live our lives like everyone else. And we shouldn't live our lives like everyone else. And that really goes along with Romans 12. It says, "Do not conform to the patterns of this world. Do not conform to the patterns of this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind." All right, today's psalm. Sin whispers to the wicked, deep within their hearts. They have no fear of God at all. In their blind conceit, they cannot see how wicked they really are. Everything they say is crooked and deceitful. They refuse to act wisely or do good. They lie awake at night, hatching sinful plots. Their actions are never good. They make no attempt to turn from evil. Your unfailing love, O Lord, is as vast as the heavens. Your faithfulness reaches beyond the clouds. Your righteousness is like the mighty mountains, your justice like the ocean depths. You care for people and animals alike, O Lord. Some people wonder, if, people say all dogs go to heaven, and people say they don't really know what happens to animals. Animals do have spirit. We have spirit. When we die, our spirit separates from the physical body. our spirit lives forever. Our physical bodies erode and go back to dust. And but here it says, you care for people and animals alike, O Lord. And then Solomon says in I don't know, it's Ecclesiastes, I think it is. Solomon says, who knows whether an animal's soul goes up or down into the earth? And so anyway, there's some question there. Do all dogs go to heaven? Of course they do, right? All right. How precious is your unfailing love, O God. All humanity finds shelter in the shadow of your wings. You feed them from the abundance of your own house, letting them drink from your river of delights. For you are the fountain of life, the light by which we see. Pour out your unfailing love on those who love you. Give justice to those with honest hearts. Don't let the proud trample me or the wicked push me around. Look, those who do evil have fallen. They are thrown down, never to rise again. Today's Proverbs, the Proverbs of Solomon. A wise child brings joy to a father. A foolish child brings grief to a mother. Tainted wealth has no lasting value, but right living can save your life. All right, that's it for today's word. That's it for today's show. Pretty short. Try to keep these short and sweet. Some episodes longer than others. That's it for today. All right. Let me know how I can help you find life. I'm here to help any way I can. I'm recording these every Monday through Friday at 6 a.m. live on YouTube. Feel free to join me live. You can interact with the show. You can ask questions, comments. I may add you to the show. If you're watching this afterwards, leave me a comment on YouTube. Set up an email. Set up a call with me. Let me know any way I can help you find life. And then, the podcast. If the show brings value to you, please remember to give me a like, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell. If you're doing this on the podcast, please be sure to follow and like the show. You can also leave me a review. Any activity I get from any platforms helps me help others find life. That's my goal. So let me know any way I can help you. And that's it. Let's go out there. Let's make today great. Let's live with intention. Let's control what we can control and let go of whatever we can't control. Let's find joy in the journey. And I'll see you tomorrow. Hey friend, thanks for watching my video or listening to my podcast. Again, I'm so glad you're here. If you would like more information about finding life, please be sure to subscribe. Don't forget about my free PDF download, The Top 3 Keys to Finding Life, which also includes the one decision that completely changed everything for me and can for you too. I'll have a link to it below. If you would like to help me help others find life, please be sure to give me a like, leave me a comment, a review, share with your family and friends. Any activity I get helps me help others find life. Lastly, don't forget to let me know how I can help you. What challenges are you facing? What are you struggling with? Let me know how I can help you specifically. Leave me a comment, send me an email, or set up a call with me. Until next time, let me leave you with this. There is a common thread that connects us all, and there is more to life than meets the eye. If you have ever felt like there has to be something more to life, you're on the right track. Keep moving forward.
Yeah.